Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Snake 500, another DCS video, and something a little different today, I think. I'm not teaching you guys how to do this. That's not what we're doing. What this really kind of comes down to is
One, Colt, one. Request rejoin.
some self-evaluation of my own abilities in aircraft. And all of these are my aircraft. Like, I own all of the ones that we're going to show you today, with the exception of two. Two of them are free. And kind of just go through the list and talk about things that I think I'm okay with and things that I'm not good with. The Tomcat, by far, where we're starting today, is probably, without much hesitation, my best aircraft. It is the one I am most comfortable with. It was my first, as a lot of you guys already know.
Ready, pre-contact.
Cleared contact.
I can do the cold start in it. I'm not going to demonstrate that today. I can
just a bit to the left.
feel. Okay, slow down there, sweetheart. Let me turn gesture down while I'm thinking about it. I can obviously field takeoff and field land. I can field land at night. I can mostly carrier land. I've got my issues with it for sure. And we'll probably do one of those here in a minute. But I can fire missiles, pilot-induced oscillation. I need to stop that. There we go. That's better. I can fire all the missiles. I can drop all the bombs. I know what all of its systems do. I do need to spend some time in the back seat and really learn how the Rio works, so I know how to make Jester better for sure.
Just
But
a bit to the right.
of the aircraft I know,
Contact.
this... Oh, I was too low.
Glug, glug.
Yeah.
Stay on target.
And turning Jester back down. A lot of this is practice that I've spent in it. A lot of this is the time I've spent in it, because there has been quite a lot in the Tomcat, for sure.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
I don't think that's how that would go, but okay. I mean, I'm not good at this, as you can see. I might be better at it than what some are. I'm definitely worse than others. I will tell you, if you are trying to work on this, coming up from under the tanker and avoid some of the jet wash from the engines and the wake turbulence and all of that really helps. Wings back is how I do it. I know a lot of people go both ways, whether you should or shouldn't put wings back. I am doing most of this by stick, as you can probably tell.
Contact.
There we go. Slow down, sweetheart. There we go. But now it's all about keeping the wing tip in the center of my canopy and just going from here. Turn Jester up a little bit more because he does help giving the signals.
Contact.
Okay, that was dumb. Okay, so yeah, I can almost kind
Super
of
steady.
sort of do that. As for a field landing, those are easy, at least for me anymore. I have bound the anti-skid on the Tomcat so that it's a quick button. Knowing how to work the autopilot, knowing what comms I need to make.
Marshall 011, marking moms 179,
comes in handy, obviously.
16, Angels 5.5,
Or 15
State
miles out. Let's go.
8.1.
The Tomcat is very much.
Weather's weather is visibility 10.
I'll let this go through.
Scattered clouds at 8,000. Altimeter is 290.903. Case 1 recovery expected to be
290.903, okay.
331. Report see me at 10.
331. Okay, cool. The Tomcat is definitely the jet that I will jump into if I am frustrated with the AI or if I'm frustrated in the game with multiplayer, whatever it is, that I will jump into and feel like I have a chance. I would probably grade myself B- in the Tomcat. I don't know that that's completely unfair. Oh, hang on. We got to tell her CO 10.
011. See you at 10.
She's over there.
011. Update state. Switch tower.
011. State 7.8.
All right, where is she? Whoops! Hey, there she is. Haha. Talking to you guys, not paying attention. Although that was helpful during the air-to-air refueling, by the way. I should probably mention that. I mean, I'm just gonna do a straight in. I'm not doing a full case one. I'm the only one here, so it's whatever.
Tower 011. Overhead Angels 3.
Oh,
State
sweetheart.
7.8.
011. Tower, Roger. BRC 331. Signal is Charlotte.
I've done
011.
a couple of night landings. They aren't pretty on the carrier. I mean, heck, these landings aren't really pretty either, but one problem for another day, right? Still way too fast. Slow down there, Snake. But, I mean, I can do this in the Tomcat and not be, like, freaked out. If this was a field landing and not a carrier landing, I could absolutely do that from third person, and I have done that in several videos. Not so much with the carrier landing. Come on, slow down there, Chief. Probably a little high. And I'm lined up left, because I always am.
011. Tomcat ball 7.7.
Roger ball. You're lined up left.
What did I say? I always am.
You're drifting. You're lined up left. You're drifting left. Power. Wave off, wave off.
All right. Try this again. Didn't come down enough. There we go. Hey, a 3-wire. How about that? That was terrible, but I'm on the ground. I didn't overspeed the flaps as they're coming up. I can put the wings back, nose wheel steering on, and I can get the heck up out of the way of the deck. So, I mean, it can't be all bad, right? Again, I'm not good at it. Again, overall, with the Tomcat, long range, short range, dogfighting, bombing, flying in general, B-. I figure that's fair. Let's go to the next one. Alrighty, next aircraft we're going to talk about today, for me, is the A-10C2. Now, it's going to look a lot out here like the A-10A. Obviously, it's the same skin. But when it comes to this aircraft, overall grade, C. C minus, maybe even. I can work most of the weapon systems. I'm not great at laser guided bombing in this. Takeoff and landings, and yes, I know this isn't a runway. For the purposes of what we're doing today, it'll be fine. Gears up, flaps up. I said flaps up. Thank you. All right, let's turn off the lights because it's just me flying around. There we go. But I mean, like I said, I can work most of the weapon systems on it. I understand how the weapons pages work and changing these all around and using the HUD and everything else. I'm not awesome at any of it. I have a tendency to struggle with Mavericks, of getting the cursor where it needs to be. And again, a lot of this comes with just more practice. Laser guided bombing, saying that it's getting that cursor where it needs to be on the screen is that can be a challenge. There's no there's no doubt for me. Some of that's going to be some key binding tweaking that I need to go through and do that I haven't flown this enough to really worry about yet. And some of this is just needing to practice. I haven't spent as much time in the A10C2 as I would like, because I've been busy doing other aircraft. The main one that I've been doing is the one I'll show you next, which I would also probably grade myself out on a C, to be fair. All right, let's actually land this thing, Snick.
Altitude, altitude.
I'm landing, Betty, I know. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with it, with this aircraft. All right. So the other aircraft I would probably say I get a C with. Welcome to the Hornet. I have a, honestly, I have a love-hate relationship with this aircraft. I'm a Tomcat guy, right? And because of that, I like the Tomcat. But in DCS, there's just so many things that need to get done that the Tomcat can't do. And for better or worse, the Hornet can do those things. And, I mean, there's a reason I run the American Airlines skin on it. Because to me, it is very much an aircraft that you just kind of push buttons and it does everything you need it to do. Like, I'm not even touching anything. And we're airborne. Gears, flaps, auto. Air to ground stuff, I'm okay with regards to harms and harpoons. I haven't fired any Mavericks. I don't know that this carries Mavericks, but it's the same kind of concept. I am better at using this screen to lock stuff up than I am the A10. I don't know why that is. It shouldn't be. It's the same muscle setup and everything else. My carrier landing in this looks a lot like it does in the Tomcat. My field landing in this also looks a lot like it does in the Tomcat. I'm fairly decent at getting this thing on the ground on runways. But I don't fly it enough to really have to worry about dogfighting with it. I'm okay with the dogfighting. I do struggle with some air-to-air stuff when it comes to long range with the AIM-120s, only because it's working the radar and just getting more practice at it that I need to spend some time doing and actually in a controlled environment work on some of that. But gear down. Keep the flaps in auto. It's just a back and forth kind of thing, really, that I've spent an awful lot of time in this aircraft learning some of the basics of it. I haven't tried to air-to-air refuel in it. Well, I take it back. I did once. I was unsuccessful, but I can actually see why this is a lot easier because the probe is in front of you as opposed to off to the side. So I'm flying toward the basket the whole time as opposed to trying to fly next to it. I feel like that's going to help with the depth perception. But again, haven't spent a lot of time doing that, so it hasn't been a need. Haven't done just a ton of night stuff with the Hornet. I do have the... I thought I did. I got to turn them on down on the ground. The night vision goggles, I've done a little bit of flying with it, not a ton. It's, again, how do I want to put this? I know why a lot of people love the Hornet. It does a lot of good things. But it's not a Tomcat. Now, my ability-wise, I would say, much like the A10, a C. The FC3 F15 C. I'm C minus at best with this. I can fly around. I can make the missiles work.
T1, clear to taxi to runway 30.
Oh, please shut up. The clickable cockpit mod does help me out quite a bit. And if you haven't seen it, the video for where to download it and everything else, it's a fantastically good mod that doesn't break the integrity check, which is just wonderful. I mean, this thing is still a rocket. There's very little argument about that. This is just an absolute rocket when it comes to a jet. I can do some stuff with the radar. I can, move that around. I can try to lock stuff up. I'm probably better with AIM-120s with this than I am with the Hornet, which is a lot weird. But it's true. I don't spend a lot of time in this aircraft, which is why I'm only going to give it a C-. If I were to spend more time in this thing and actually really buckle down on the systems and work on the radar with it, which is a super simple radar to use, and I acknowledge that. It's a super simple aircraft to fly, which is why I tell everybody to get it. I'd be a lot better at it. I'm not as enthralled with this one as I am the Tomcat, the Hornet, or the A10 because it is an FC3 plane. But I do like the fact that it's available in DCS. And I am not one to poo-poo FC3. There's a reason I have all of them. I would also put my level of ability with all of the NATO aircraft at the same level with the FC3. So this would be the F5 and the F86 and the A10A. I can make them work. I can do things. I can make it look like I know what I'm doing. I can fly them around. I can do landings and takeoffs and all that kind of stuff. I can pretend to line up on this runway, apparently. There we go. Nice and easy. Did I pop my front gear there? I did. I popped my tires. Well, that's embarrassing. We got that on video. I told you I wasn't very good. Okay, so we're back. Why is that doing that? My rotors are doing something, and I don't know what. Rudder. Toe brakes. Engine RPM setting. Throttle. I don't. Maybe I've got the wrong one loaded up here, and that just tells you not very good in this aircraft. This aircraft is a flat-out F. I can kind of taxi with it when it wants to behave. There we go. Yeah, I definitely have a control issue with this aircraft that I need to figure out at some point. I don't know what is going on with it. We get to the next aircraft that I give myself an absolute F on, and that is this one, the F4U Corsair. I have had this since the day it was available on Steam. I was without a throttle for most of it. And since I've had this, I've also been really working on the Hornet, trying to get better at it. So there's hope. But when I talk about things that I'm comfortable in doing in the Corsair, went the wrong way. Nope. Hang on. Is that it? Nope. That's the tail lock. Damn it, where is it? Ah. Did I do that in reverse order? Come on, lock, damn it. Oh, wait, hang on. Bet you need me to do that again. There we go. And horn off. All right. So, yeah, that's it. And I'm not even very good at that. That is what I feel comfortable with in this aircraft. I don't even want to try taxi right now, to be honest. Yeah, just bad. This is an F. Alrighty, we now get into another aircraft I've spent a little bit of time in. Just a little anyway. That, I would probably say D minus. Yeah, D minus. That might be the best way to describe how I am as a Huey pilot. I am not a pilot anybody would want to ride with. But I am also not like... Well, I might be the worst ever. That's a definite possibility, too. You know, I can fly around. I can do some things. I can't sling load cargo yet. Haven't even tried. I can't hover. I'm okay with the guns. I am better at getting the gunners in a position where they can gun than I am with gunning on my own. I can take off most of the time. I can land some of the time. And what I mean by landing, I mean, like, you know, landing at all. This actually looks kind of good at the moment, but I have a lot of altitude to ruin that, so I don't want to say anything good yet. Yeah. I can't tell you how pleased I am with that. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm still sticking with the D minus, but that was better. I did a good test today. Let's go look at the next one. All right, this is the UH-60 mod, the Lima version specifically. Have spent an awful lot of time in this helicopter. Because of the BSC server. And let's get rid of the pilot so I can see what the hell's going on here. I'm still not good at it. I am just as bad with this as I am with the Huey. I would say both of these I'm a D minus. And hopefully I can land this like I just did with the Huey. And prove that a D minus is actually something. But I've done a lot of cargo troop loading and unloading with this, mainly on the ground. Again, no swing loading yet. I can't really hover in this aircraft, even though it's kind of got some cheating buttons to let me do those kind of things. I really do like this mod. And for anybody who's trying to learn to fly a helicopter, or wanting to learn to fly a helicopter, but you don't know if they're there for you or not. Put on the ground, put it on the ground, just put it on the ground. That was nasty. That was absolutely nasty. But I didn't break the rotor, so I can take off again, which is an improved landing for me. I can't recommend this mod enough to people for wanting to learn how to fly a helicopter in DCS. It is so good of a helicopter that is for free, that it's just a download, and you get to go, and you get to try things. and do cargo loading, and it behaves extremely well. Like, I'm terrible at this, and I know it does good. So take that for what it's worth. As a terrible helicopter pilot, this is a great mod to get and practice being a helicopter pilot. So that basically, I think that covers all my NATO aircraft. We've either talked about it or I've flown it in this kind of thing. When it comes to Red Air, yeah, those are all D-minuses at best. At best. I can fly the Su-25. I can fly all the Su-33s and Su-27 variants and all of those, and the J-11s and all those. I'm not good at any of them. About half the time, I can't make the systems do what I want it to do. The cockpit doesn't help me because I don't speak Russian or Chinese, I should say, and it's just there's a lot of frustrating with that. I'm working on it slowly, but I have to want to get done. And there's so many other aircraft that we've already talked about today that I want to get done first that I just haven't. Hey guys, I forgot one. As I was going through things, especially when I got back to the intro, as I went to go edit the video, I forgot about the F4U, the A4, excuse me, the A4. The community mod, this is a great mod if you're wanting to learn how to do DCS and you're trying to figure out if you want to use it. It's a jet. It's got some modern weapons on it. It's got a lot of different options. The community does a really, really good job of keeping up with this aircraft. I have not spent any time in this aircraft in a year and a half. If not longer. But for the systems, for the jet aspect of it, it's another free aircraft for you to play with in DCS. This is a really good mod. I highly recommend it. I don't need it, so I don't fly it a lot. So this gets an F. That being said, self-awareness is the first step in getting things fixed, right? So jump in an aircraft. Take off. Fly around. Work on your taking off and landings. God knows I will be, especially in this. Snake 500. I'll see you in the next one.